Number one, this is Cooking with Matthew. I'm doing ratatouille today. I've already got me the oil getting hot. I got me some bell peppers and onions in here. We're going to have that sauteing. That's the way it will look. So this is a French cuisine. It's sort of a stew-like deal. I haven't made this stuff since culinary school. It's been a very long time since I made it. I've got, like I said, onions and bell pepper working over there. I have some zucchini and squash. I have my eggplant over here. You see I got it stacked up. It's soaking. I got a thing over top of it. You need to keep it soaked water because that stuff will turn brown when it's left. It starts oxidizing if you don't. We're just going to get these bell peppers and onions sauteed a little bit. I've got 3 tablespoons of garlic I've already chopped up over here. I'm going to go ahead and add that to the mix. Fresh garlic. I like garlic. If you don't like garlic, you can omit it. Or if you don't like garlic, but you do like garlic, but you don't love it, you cut it back, cut that in half. So I do 1.5 tablespoons. I like garlic. I'm going to show you guys what we got going on over here. So I've got that starting to turn translucent a little bit. So I'm going to start adding. I'm going to add this first. I'm going to add the eggplant first. Start adding the eggplant to it. I diced it up a little bit bigger. It's a little bit trickier than the other vegetables. The squash and zucchini, I just cut it in half, and I cut it in half again, and just diced them in fairly decent chunks. We'll let that stir around for a second. I'm going to go ahead. Now, I usually use kosher salt. I'm using iodized salt. This time you don't have to use as much the iodized salt as you do the kosher. I'm going to use 1 tablespoon of iodized. Then I've got some black pepper over here. I like using the coarse black pepper. I'm going to use 1 tablespoon of it as well. Give me a little 50-50 mix. You can cut that in half if you want to. Go ahead and add the rest of my squash and zucchini just now. I'm going to cut the temperature down just a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and add me a little dry thyme. I'm going to add a 1 teaspoon, maybe 2 teaspoons. This isn't the powdered thyme, so if you're using powdered thyme, I would cut it in half. This little if you're using dry or fresh, You'd probably be safe doing the same thing. I use 2 teaspoons of dry thyme. I do like the fresh butter, but this is what I've got. I do have fresh basil over here though. I'm going to put the lid on that thing for a second, let the Dutch oven do its little magic. Then I've got the fresh basil here. Just trim the tops of these things off a little bit. I like basil too. Basil's a very nice herb. See how much basil this actually makes when I chop it up. You can use dry basil. Like I said, the powder, you want to use way less of that stuff. When you chop these leaves up, it's not going to be quite as much as it looks like. I could have had this already chopped up, but I was just, I'm just sort of rough chopping this basil. I bet you it's going to be, I had a measuring cup out here. There it is. Yeah, a 1/3 cup, I bet you that's what it ends up being. So we're going to do a 1/3 cup of fresh basil. Now if you're using dry, I'll cut that back a little bit. Probably 1 tablespoon if you're using dry. To show you what we're looking like over here. That's what we're starting to look like now. So I'm gonna leave the bay. I'm gonna put me a few bay leaves in there. 1. 2 bay leaves. Alright, so I've got that working. So I'm just sort of freestyling this. I generally just looked up some whatever the ingredients was. I knew that I had this eggplant here I needed to cook up, so I knew that it was part of the ratatouille recipe. So I figured I would give y'all some more stuff to do the eggplant. So I've got a can of crushed tomatoes here. I'm gonna go ahead and add that to it. Cut the heat down to about half. I had that stuff on half. I've added a can of crushed tomatoes to that. It looks like I'm gonna go ahead and add. I thought I had 2 cans of crushed tomatoes, but this is just a can of, and these are fire roasted. I like these better. So I'm going to go ahead and add a can of diced ones with it too. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to show you what we're looking at. We're looking like now, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to let it simmer like that I'm gonna cut it down to about 4. And I'm gonna put the lid on it. And we're gonna walk away from it for a minute. We'll be right back. When we're back, so I let that simmer on the number 4. I don't know how hot your eye gets, but it was on 4, and I left the lid on it for roughly around 30 minutes. You do not want to overcook these vegetables, then you just got a bunch of mush. Like I said, there's a lot of them that was using fresh tomatoes, but they were saying something. It seemed like it was a little more complicated with that, so I chose the can. It said you could use either or. I used 1 can of crushed and 1 can of the diced. I use the roasted ones though. So I'm gonna come over here. This is what we're looking like. They say this is the end of the summer stew. This originally was made in France. They don't really. I don't think they use the squash. I use the squash for color, and we're down south, so I use the squash. It's usually the zucchini and the eggplant. Maybe I might have used more tomato than normal. I don't really know. Like I said, I just sort of eyeballed some things to see what actually went in it, but this is pretty much traditional, other than my the yellow squash I got in there. Also, it said that it could be served over a bed of rice. You can do it with pasta, and it's good over meats. It says chicken or pork. It said. I think it might be good with some meatballs myself and some pasta, but I've chose the rice deal right here over just a bed of rice and just eating it like this. I put a little more rice in. I'm going to eat it more like that. You can just eat it like a stew. I'm going to eat it more as a dish, and that's what we're looking like right there, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm going to fix and read you the recipe off. My handwriting was pretty sloppy. I did have to add more salt to it. I noticed there was something missing when I stirred it the whole 30 minutes now. Not the entire 30 minutes, but you don't want to, like when you're cooking tomato, any kind of tomato based something, you got to keep it stirred because it'll scorch, or a cream base. That stuff will scorch on you, and then you got to throw the whole daggone pot away. So I kept this lid on and I stayed around it for about 30 minutes, and about every, I don't know, 5 minutes or so I go over and stir it with a wooden spoon. So I'm going to read you off the recipe. I had 4 cups of zucchini, 4 cups of yellow squash. You can cut them up. I cut them up fairly decent size because you want it to cook for a little bit, so you don't want it just turn to mush. Like I said, so you make it a little chunky. I cut 2 cups of bell pepper. They was cut in fairly big chunks. 2 cups of onions. 3 tablespoons of fresh garlic. I suggest you use the 3 tablespoons. Like I said, if you don't like garlic, then leave it out. But it needed it. Then I went with 1 tablespoon and 2 teaspoons of iodized salt. I need the extra 2 teaspoons. If you really like stuff salty, go ahead and do 2 tablespoons. But I think it's a good, happy place where I'm at with the 2 tablespoons and 2 teaspoons of the iodized salt. Then I had 2 teaspoons of dry thyme, 1/3 cup of fresh basil. Now I didn't pack it down in there, but it could have used more basil. It's fine the way it is, but if you like basil, you can add more to it. But 1/3 cup's what I use, the fresh basil. Like I said, if you're using dry, you want to go down to probably 1 teaspoon, maybe 2 teaspoons of it. Probably 2 teaspoons. If you're using the powder, even less. Then I use 2 28-ounce cans of crushed or diced tomatoes, or a mixture of both. I usually mix of both of them. So I've got this little dish here. I haven't really tried it yet with the rice. I sort of been tasting it as it's cooking. Like I said, this is the end of a summer stew is what they're saying. Yeah, that's good. And we're going They say it's better when it sits overnight. So I'm gonna eat a little bit of this tonight. I might not even finish that because I really ate a sandwich before I started cooking all this video. I got hungry. So this would be good to eat like with some chicken or some pork, it says. Like I said, this is the first time I made this since culinary school. I just had eggplant and I needed to use it. So I already had those stuff here, so it only cost me like $5 between the squash and zucchini, and I still got a squash left that I'm probably gonna fry up and eat. That's about it though, folks. If you like what you've seen, like, share, and subscribe, and y'all have a blessed night.